And welcome back to Pure Nebraska. Wednesdays here on The Daily Show, we like to put the group called Common Ground in the spotlight.
Common Ground is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. And joining us now to talk about the process that soybeans go through on the way to harvest is Leslie Boswell from the Shickley area. Leslie, thank you for coming in.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, good morning.
How's everything going in Shickley?
Still dry.
Oh, really?
Didn't get any rain, huh?
No, we keep missing all of the rains. And I was looking at the radar just a little bit ago because I've been gone since yesterday afternoon. And it doesn't look like we've gotten any yet. So we keep hoping.
Yeah.
It does. It gets right to the county line and kind of evaporates or splits.
Wow.
So.
Well, we want to talk about soybeans a little bit today. And soybeans, the process they go through. What do you have in your hand? Like, what'd you bring along?
Right here, I have got edamame, which is a soybean.
Okay.
Oh.
It's generally a different variety than what is grown in the fields, but it is an edible. They use that for all kinds of things. Like soybeans can be used for so many different things.
It's in my hand here.
They're cold.
You gonna show them off there?
Yeah, I'll show them off.
They're frozen.
Yeah.
Great.
Soybeans, the process that they go through, plant them late April, early May. Right now they're in about this stage, but the ones in the field are not that big of pods.
Okay, yeah.
They are still green, they're still filling. Then here in the next month, when they start to turn yellow, all of the leaves fall off. The pods are all along the main stems. When we go in and harvest them, they're usually just little brown twigs with lots of pods on them, we hope.
I can remember as a kid going into the fields, and you can eat the soybeans out of the pod, out of the field, you know.
Yes,
and
you can.
You know, I can remember doing that. I never really realized that soybeans at this stage of the game were a form of edamame, and edamame is really a hot food right now.
It is a big deal, and I think if we don't have very many farmers in Nebraska that are growing it, but I think there would be a market if we could start it. But the problem with that is that we can devote acres to that, but we don't have the processors or the handlers here close enough to make it, to give us a market to sell to. But if we could put those two things together, it could be another big deal here.
Yeah, so consumers may not really realize that at one stage of the game with soybeans, you actually have a form of edamame in the field.
Or tofu.
Ah, whoa, yeah.
Tofu is soybeans.
That's interesting too. And then this continues to mature then.
Yes, it does.
As you go towards harvest, the plant's brown, and then the seeds get brown too and harder, right?
They get very hard. A lot of times the guys will eat them to check the moisture content because we want to sell them under about 13% moisture. So they can check them that way. So they're eating them as they go. But once the beans are harvested, they can be basically processed. The first process is two things. You can grind them for meal, which is livestock feed. Very good protein, very good fiber source. The other is an oil, which can be used for anything from biodiesel, which is very good for the environment. It's non-toxic, it's renewable, and it's also got a higher flash point on it, so it's safer than oils. You can use it for soy milk, you can use it for crayons, you can use it for stuffing in the couch, the foam that's in here. It's just infinite, the things that you can do with a soybean once it's processed.
Very interesting. I know they even use it for biodiesel. Isn't there a product that comes out of soybeans for biodiesel?
Exactly.
There seems to be a very wide market for soybeans out
And
there.
there's a lot of lubricants that are made with that are really taking the place of some of the other ones because of the viscosity of it. Works as well or better than a lot of the petroleum products. And with a higher flash point on it, they really work well for that. Another thing that they're developing, or they already have developed, and that we are growing some, is a high oleic soybean, which is taking the cholesterol out. And it is going to revolutionize things.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that too.
Yeah, very
All right.
cool. And thank you for these.
Yeah.
Have a snack later.
Have a edamame in your hand.
Right.
All right. Well, you know what, Leslie.